morning, everyone. The assignment this week was to address the National Education Technology Plan, which, in a nutshell, is a national vision for learning enabled by technology. My first impression of this plan is that it is really very well laid out and addresses most every aspect of incorporating technology in the classroom. I really love that one of the goals of this plan is to provide greater equity and accessibility to everyone. The accessibility portion is especially important in designing specific tools, apps, materials, and environments that support all learners, including those with disabilities. This means we'll be better equipped to accommodate the learning needs of each individual student. Using technology to development and implement learning dashboards and response systems that give educators, students, and families more timely feedback about student learning is one way that the school can be met. This allows for real-time assessments of students so that teachers can see where students are excelling or falling behind, and helps students and families to track their own progress and see what concepts they may be having trouble grasping. I was concerned at first that this plan may have overlooked the cost of adding such technology into all schools and classrooms. However, it clearly addresses how to remedy this problem by developing funding models and plans that include technology purchases in place of resources that have become obsolete by technology. For example, this could be established when in instances where textbooks are not important or maybe relevant to the subject any longer, and then you can budget for those books can be allotted towards technology instead. An area of concern with this plan for me would be student access to technology and internet access outside of the classroom. And there are many areas of the country where families simply cannot afford computers, iPads, internet access, and other technology at home. I did not see anywhere that this plan addresses that concern. I do know from my own personal experience, there are some schools that are able to provide students with their own iPad or laptop, but I'm not sure, this is an option and realistic in every community. My other concern is that teachers that have not grown up with as much technology and have not been taught with as much technology may fall behind and have difficulty in keeping up with ever-changing technology. Where this plan does address this somewhat is in developing a common set of teacher competency standards. How do we apply these to those teachers who have not had the access or as much education of such technology, though? And is it feasible to catch up every teacher on what education they may be lacking on technology? Maybe the answer is yes to this, and I'm underestimating the knowledge and use of technology already in place. I do have a third concern in the student privacy and safety aspect known as the digital use divide. Ensuring that all students' privacy and safety is protected is definitely a vital part of technology use. This requires educators and administrators to understand privacy and security more in depth and to make sure that they have the proper networks in place, which is possible. However, what about at the student's home? It is relatively impossible to monitor those things in a student's own home. Even with the areas of concern that I have, I do think this is a well thought out plan, and it is necessary for our school systems as we move forward with more and more technology each year. It is important to provide all learners, young and old, with as many technology resources and information as possible. And I think this is a plan is a good start in doing so. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.